Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stock Price Predictions. If y'all would hit that notification bell, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Not a financial advisor, so do your own research when investing. Okay, boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. And first thing we're going to talk about is the huge FOMC meeting that we had today with Jerome Powell speaking. If you don't know, I'm going to let you know now that we had the biggest rate hike that we have had since 1994. Today we got a 75 basis point rate hike. The market seemed to like that. Actually, the market was not nervous at all today. Okay, we all knew that Jerome Powell was speaking, and the market was green, and it stayed green, and it rose as Jerome Powell spoke, and it rose until the end of the closing bell. So we got the 75 basis point hike. Why did the market like that? Because ever since we knew, and the market has known, that we were going to raise interest rates, the market got scared and shook and started selling off. Why? Because the market didn't know how the economy was going to go with raising interest rates. We all know the economy is not doing great right now. Jerome Powell thinks the economy is doing good, but I believe that's a lie. We'll get into that later. But we got a 75 basis point hike. Why does the market like that? Well, the market likes that because it shows that Jerome Powell is being serious. He's being serious about bringing down inflation. And you know what the market wants? The market really wants inflation to come down. When inflation comes down, the stocks are going to go on a rally. When we first get the first sign of inflation going down, the market's going to go on a rally. Today, with the 75 basis point hike, that is a key to bringing down inflation. Okay, we kept getting these 25s and 50s. That's just like lots of hopium. That's like you're smoking on some hopium. Okay, that's not helping inflation. Powell thought it would. He tried to go the easiest route he could as far as raising hikes. But I knew that wasn't going to work. Lots of people have known that going slowly with the interest rate hikes were not going to work. He's got to move. He's got to move fast. He's already behind the curve. Inflation did start to go down last summer. Okay, but then we had another strain of COVID come, and that caused inflation to go up. The war in Ukraine, that caused inflation to go up. So it's tough times, and inflation just going to the moon, basically. Last Friday, we had the CPI report. It came in at 8.4%. That's the highest it's been in like 40 years. So he's got to get this down. And the market likes the 75 basis point hike because that is showing faith in Jerome Powell. The market was losing faith in him. He could not get inflation down. He was trying to do too soft of a landing, okay? Now we're just ripping the Band-Aid off. We got our 75 basis point hike. The market knows now that this is going to bring inflation down. Now, for the rest of the year, right now, the market is pricing in a 50 basis point hike in July, September, and November. And then December, a 25 basis point hike. Now, that could change. When we get our CPI report in July for the month of June, and inflation is still going crazy, the Fed may do a 75 basis point hike. And that's understandable, and that's okay. And I'm sure soon the market is going to start pricing that in. Because if inflation doesn't start coming back down, these numbers are going to change. And Jerome Powell said he's going to raise the interest rates according to how inflation is doing. Now, with that being said, if inflation starts to tick down, then he may hold off on raising the interest rates, or he may lower the interest rate hike at the next meeting. Okay, but first we need to see inflation start to come down, which in April it did start to come down. We had used car prices going down, some services and goods starting to come down. But the main thing keeping inflation higher right now is gas prices. So that's not really anyone's fault. That's gas prices being high. That's causing inflation to be even higher. Because, it costs money to travel, to ship goods. Airplanes are up 16% in May, airplane tickets. So fuel going up and being so high is just causing inflation to stay high. Well, if the inflation stays high, he's going to raise the interest rates even more. But today was good because it's showing that Jerome Powell is going to tighten down with the interest rates. The market is happy to get this. The market's ready for inflation to come down. Everyone's ready for inflation to come down. All of us. Every single person in the world is ready for inflation to come down. Okay? So update on the Tesla split. Okay? We have a Tesla shareholders have a vote coming up in August. And that vote is going to be voting, do we want a Tesla stock split? It's only 3-1. I was hoping it would be higher, like at least a 10-1, but we're only getting a 3-1. So if the stock price at the time and you own one share is $1,200, you'll have 3 of them at $400, which is good. You know, I'm happy that it's splitting to get more shares, but it really doesn't do anything fundamentally to the business, which Tesla doesn't need anything fundamentally done to the business due to the fact that they're a great company. They're building warehouses, and these warehouses are going to make these cars come out and production ramp up faster and faster, which is what Tesla needs, because if you're wanting a Tesla right now, you have to wait 6 months to get it once you order it. Also, there are many rental companies like Hertz that want to be able to own Teslas and rent them out, but they can't do it because the Teslas are not available. So, as you know, I'm a Tesla bull. I talk about Tesla a lot in the videos, and I think they're a great company. I think they're the best company to be in right now. Although Tesla's earnings are going to be bad, July 20th, mark that date. Tesla's earnings are going to be bad. Why? Well, because we had the Shanghai lockdowns due to COVID. China locked down. Okay, Tesla wasn't producing, making any money. Also, the loss of Bitcoin. Bitcoins that fell down to 20,000 and something. Okay, Elon Musk and Tesla, okay, they own a lot of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes down, their earnings go down. Like last year, I forget which quarter it was, but the only thing that saved Tesla's earnings was Bitcoin going to the moon. When it went up to like 64,000, I think it was last summer, 65,000, that saved Tesla's earnings, and they killed earnings, but it was only because of Bitcoin and Bitcoin going to the moon. But now look where it's at. So Tesla stock probably going to drop after earnings. If it doesn't, that'll be crazy. Although Elon Musk is trying to get his teams together, his employees together to beat earnings, because he knows they're down. They're down right now. So if they can beat earnings July 20th with Bitcoin going down, Shanghai lockdowns, you know what? There's no way that you should not be invested in Tesla. Not a financial advisor. Do your own research. But if he can beat earnings, wow, that is it's very incredible. Now, how many of you guys are invested in Redbox? Well, let me know in the comment section. Yesterday it fell 30%. Today I believe it was up 10%. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to the moon or what? Do you think it's going to top AMC? Do you think it's going to top GameStop as far as how high it goes? Let me know in the comment section. As of yesterday, the short interest was over 200%. Today, it's down a little. It's right under 200%. So some of the shorts have covered, and some of them have bought back in. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. Like the video also. Like I said, the 75 basis point hike is going to be good, okay? He's tightening down. That's going to bring inflation down. Interest rates on houses are going up. He's tightening up the economy, okay? Inventory at Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, the average of their inventory on these main stores is up 60%, okay? So we have inventory up. That drives the prices down, the cost down. When inventory goes up, the cost goes down. All right, so we got 60% more inventory in the stores right now. Also, another thing is, which is kind of bad for the economy, but the stores, on an average, are getting 30% less shoppers coming in. Okay, so 30% less people are buying items in stores. We got 60% more inventory on the average stores. So that is a sign of inflation coming down. Now, with all this starting to make a U-turn, Bitcoin bottoming, Jerome Powell finally tightening down on the inflation and raising these rates, it's bullish, very bullish. Let's not get our hopes up all the way yet, but this is looking bullish, very bullish, and I'm excited. I really think that we'll start to see some gains in the market. Tesla was up 6% today. Very happy about that. QQQ, they were up 3%. So very good day for the market. They weren't shook by what Jerome Powell said. I think the rest of the week, the rest of the month, until CPI comes out for June, it comes out in July, we will get a rally. Okay, I think Tesla's going to rally all the way up until the earnings report on July 20th. But then I think right before the earnings, it's going to dump. Okay, because people think that their earnings, they're not going to beat earnings. So we'll see what happens with that. But just be careful with Tesla, especially with their earnings coming out July 20th. Okay. Hope you guys like this video. I'll make another one later, and I'll see y'all on the next one.